Hello, my absolutely beautiful Taurus friends, and welcome to your horoscope for May of 2022, where it is birthday season. So happy birthday, my beautiful Taurus friends. This is the annual start to your new energetic year. I hope you use the Aries time to plant some seeds of intention, rest and restore, but get yourself ready for the newness that gets to be Taurus as we travel over this next 12 months. So whatever your birthday time looked like for you, I just want to wish you happy birthday as a Taurus myself, and happy birthday to everybody who also shares May 4th as a birthday with me or with you, depending on our age difference. But whatever it is, happy birthday, Taurus. Now, this month is going to continue to be very energetically busy. Not only did we just have the solar eclipse in the energy of Taurus, which we were really watching fresh starts come to the table, maybe new epiphanies popped out, a willingness to do things differently. But this month we are also going to have a lunar eclipse in the energy of Scorpio, so just in the opposite sign, helping to release some of the power struggle, helping us to get clearer about what we are actually passionate about and how we'd like to partner and how we move in that direction. As well, we're going to see Mercury taking its retrograde this month, so there is a lot going on. So let's not waste another minute and get into it. Now, right at the beginning of the month, Taurus, on the 2nd, we're going to see Venus, your ruling planet, move into the energy of Aries. Now, I personally have Venus in Aries, so if you've got Venus in Aries, also let me know in the comment section down below. But as transiting Venus moves into the energy of Aries, the inclination is to go out and get what we love, right? Venus becomes activated. She's spontaneous. It's direct. I'm ready to move. Let's go get it. But the thing to keep in mind with Venus in the energy of Aries is, yes, the love of the chase, the love of love, the love of money, the love of going after it is okay, but Venus is a magnetic and it is attracting energy. So how can you attract into your life bold, direct, spontaneous, passionate interactions, right? Where are you looking at where you can really be a power attractor at this particular time? That's a little bit of an easier use of trying to understand Venus in the energy of Aries. Because if not, we really can take Venus out there and you like clunk what you want over your head and you're dragging it back to your lair. However, the Venus and Aries energy works out for you and how you manifest with it at this time, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. Now, on the 3rd, we've got transiting Jupiter coming into a delicious sextile with Pluto. Now, as these two energies come into a sextile, remember, the sextile creates a pocket of ease or opportunity, but in the sextile, we will also intelligently take action on the ease or the opportunity that is presented. So looking at Jupiter, our great benefic planet, and Pluto, our great changing planet, I think we have an opportunity under this sextile to become really honest about what our ambitions and our drives are and what we're doing to get to those things. And if we are taking on opportunities that are to our benefit, to expand us out. Really, is there something that's true for you, Taurus, that you genuinely want? And maybe you've been trying to be nice or be polite, or you've just been having that desire and that ambition hidden or masked for a time. As Jupiter and Pluto sextile, this gives us an opportunity to explore that and expand it out. It's really a lovely energy. Now, between the 4th and the 5th this month, Taurus, we're going to see the Sun and Uranus traveling together. So this is energetically very electric to the Taurus placements in our chart. But as the Sun and Uranus try or work together and they are traveling together, we can expect to see unexpected things happening, unexpected ideas, unexpected events. You yourself in the Taurus area of your chart may feel very electric. So allow the innovation to come to you. And truly, if you've got too much electricity running through your body at this time, Taurus, try taking warm salt baths to pull some of that electricity out, and also anything you can do to sweat, including saunas or anything like that, are going to be very useful to you to discharge some of the electricity as well, okay? On the 10th, we're going to see Mercury now going retrograde at 4 degrees of Gemini. We've already been experiencing Mercury in this pre-shadow retrograde time. Okay, so it was getting ready. It's been slowing down and getting prepared for this retrograde. But right here on the 10th, at 4 degrees of Gemini, we're going to have Mercury retrograde. As Mercury is retrograding, we want to keep a couple things in mind. First of all, if you have Mercury retrograde in your chart, the Mercury retrograde may actually feel like more of a coming out, coming visible kind of energy to you. So just know that while the rest of us may be running in, you may be actually running out and getting some things done at this particular time. You could find yourself having conversations that you needed to have and you've been keeping them more internally, or expressing ideas that you've been keeping more internally in a very external way. For the rest of us who do not have Mercury retrograde in our chart, it is a time for us to revisit connections, revisit where we've been networking, revisit writings and all forms of communication. For many people, you may hear back from jobs that you put in applications months ago, and now you're just hearing back from them. Whatever's going on for you and how it's actually playing itself out in manifestation, just know that Mercury retrograde in Gemini, first of all, is very comfortable because Mercury's in its home sign, but that also it's really genuinely bringing some form of communication back to your table. So it's really a lovely energy. Now, Mercury is going to come out of retrograde on June 3rd in the energy of Taurus at 26 degrees. So we're going to see it slide backwards from Gemini until Taurus. So in the last degrees of Taurus, think back into March and April. What was your experience? What was going on in those? What decisions were you making? What conversations were you having in that Taurus area of your chart? Because you may be seeing some resolution as we get to the other side of this Mercury retrograde, okay? Now, we also have on the 10th, the same day, it's a very busy energy, Jupiter jumping forward into that energy of Aries. Tell me this is not an energetically, vibrationally sound day. We've got a planet that is close to us, turning retrograde. We've also got Jupiter moving into the sign that wants to rush and push forward. So it's a very energetically and vibrationally high kind of day. Now, as Jupiter moves into the energy of Aries, remember this is just our preview of the Jupiter in Aries cycle. So we're just going to have a review and a preview of what's going on in the Aries energy. And Jupiter seeks to expand. It's going to make some things bigger. So we'll see Jupiter staying in the energy of Aries all the way until October, and then it is going to have to come back and get ready to get back into the energy of Pisces, and then as we get back into December, we'll see Jupiter move forward into Aries for a little bit longer, more straightforward cycle. So where in your chart, where in the Aries portions of your chart are you ready to expand out? Broaden your horizons. Where are you ready to collect the benefits of things that you've built before? This is going to be a wonderful use of looking at that Jupiter in Aries energy, but whatever it is, it's a fresh start to whatever you would like to expand into. Now, on the 16th, we've got a full moon lunar eclipse happening in the energy of Scorpio. So Scorpio lunar eclipse. Now, we had the solar eclipse in the energy of Taurus. So we planted our seeds of intention to begin something new, to bring something to light in a different way in this Taurus area, in a very material way. Now, as we're experiencing this lunar eclipse at 25 degrees of Scorpio, it's really about ending, acknowledging, or adjusting where there may be power struggle. There may be manipulation. There may be hidden passions that have been unaccessed in the energy of Scorpio. So it's really this lovely energy, I think, you guys, of being able to see what's blocking me from accepting my blessings in some way. So as this lunar eclipse plays out, remember, this is going to unfold things or reveal things to you for about 6 months. And as we get past that 6 months, then we'll already be back into our next bit of eclipse energy to help restart some energy again. But whatever you're working on, this is really a time where I think you can look at, what do I need to surrender in terms of power and control in order to allow things to grow and manifest in a very practical, material way. Now, on the 20th, we see the sun moving into the energy of Gemini. This lights up your second house space. The sun brings light, heat, life, and vitality in the energy of Gemini. We want to network. We need to resource. We need to communicate. We need to write that book. We need to make that video. We need to sign the contract or create the contract to buy or sell houses, cars, things like that. Now, you do want to be mindful that Mercury, the ruling planet of Gemini, is retrograde at this time. So as the sun comes here, you may be feeling more social, but it could also be about issues or topics or events that were from the past, but it brings a networking quality to your table that is really easy to access because the sun is motivated to learn, study, and communicate in this particular position. On the 22nd, we're going to see that Mercury's retrograde in Gemini slide back into the energy of Taurus, okay? So remember I said look back in those last couple months at what those last degrees of Taurus, what were you working on? What were the topics or the themes that were available for you? Look back at that now, because Mercury retrograde in the energy of Taurus, you're going to be looking right back at those. And this can also be, was there a deal that fell through for you? Right? Did you miss a payment? Was somebody supposed to pay you and you couldn't figure out why the money didn't come through? Is there a conversation in your relationship that needed to happen and you didn't quite get to it, or you started to make some progress on it, but you didn't fully get it figured out, and now this is a return to that and you're able to bring some solution to the table? Whatever it is, we will see Mercury sliding back, getting back all the way to 26 degrees before it ends this retrograde period. Now, on the 24th, we see Mars coming into pure comfort, into the energy of Aries. This is going to light up your 12th house space, okay? So Mars in Aries is comfortable. It's in domicile, so it works very efficiently, very effectively, and like a free flow of energy. However, in your 12th house, one of the things I want you to remember, Taurus, is Mars in the 12th house can make you tired. So hydrate, you've got to sleep, you've got to rest, but you've also got to find ways to get this energy, expel it out of your body, expel it out of your mind, because it can make you exhausted. It is just so much energy to the 12th house. Now, other things, though, that I think that this is great for in your 12th house space are, you may be feeling like you really want to create things behind the scenes. Maybe you even want to get reorganized, or there's projects or products that you want to start, and you need to do that behind the scenes, and you need the courage to even start it. Are there things going on in your mental, physical wellness that you have not had the courage to start or take on? Do you really need to call the doctor and have that conversation? Is there something going on with your body or your weight, and you've needed the courage and you've needed a little bit of energy, to spark you in order to starting? This is a wonderful energy for that. My researchers, people looking for answers or clues, this is also a great energy for revelation and taking action on that. Now, on the 28th, we have Venus coming home into the energy of Taurus, so the ruling planet's back home. You may actually find yourself feeling magnetic because Venus is an attracting energy, but you may just be magnetizing people, places, and things to you. It's a very attractive energy. It's a pleasure energy. You may be more attracted to pleasure. I'm telling you, when Venus comes into the energy of Taurus, it's a whole season for me that I know I can expect to just be really magnetic to other people. But I also want to use that to draw in the kind of people, the kind of opportunities, the financial opportunities that I would like to engage. Venus is also able to diplomatically put a healing salve on relationships or financial challenges that have been presenting themselves. So enjoy it. It's a very pleasurable, romantic, delicious kind of energy. As we close out this month, we're going to have a new moon in the energy of Gemini. Now, as we're having this new moon, it's the beginning of a new cycle. So we're going to plant our seeds of intention to begin something new. It doesn't have to be brand new. It can be a fresh start, a fresh perspective, something like that. But at 9 degrees of Gemini, where does this light up in your chart? And you're ready to network. You're ready to communicate. You're ready to look over an old issue with new eyes. plant your seeds of intention for what you would like to communicate out, what you would like to learn. Maybe would you like to write something? Do you need the courage and the energy to try something that you never had? This is a wonderful energy to use at this particular time. Plus, it's never a bad thing when we're ending the month on a new moon, because it means in the next 4 weeks ahead of you, you can really watch and see what unfolds based on how much you were feeling willing to come up out of your emotional body and move it to the mental and communicative space that we can see in the outside world. So whatever it is that you're taking on, Taurus, this month, remember it's a pretty energetically busy month. We will also go over smaller aspects that are happening in the weekly horoscopes, so make sure you join me live for those every week. Like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I love you a ton. Have an absolutely gorgeous birthday time, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Bye, Taurus.